Happy summer solstice. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing great. Look who's here. Heather, Big Stuff, Roxanne. Had to change things up a bit. All right. Because yesterday, hi Colleen, hi Foggy. Because yesterday I got my car. I got it. After fighting and fighting and fighting. I went back to Kia and I got a Kia, whatchamacallit? Not this Sportage. I can never remember the name of it. The one above that. Anyway, that's what I got. Thank you, Foggy. Okay. So it is. Why can't I remember the name of it? Mystery Achiever, help me. I did. I got my car, Jabby. I got it. So I'm very excited. It's a Sorento. Okay, so there we go. A Kia Sorento. Now, we can continue. Hi, Lisa, Carolyn. All right, so, yep, I got the car. I'm all good. It was a fight. I went over to my son's house to show him and the new car seat and everything so I can take my granddaughter to breakfast this weekend. And it was so exciting. And then we had margaritas and it was a wonderful time. So that's where I was yesterday. And before I start with Card of the Day, where you can join us every single day, The Way of Positive Change, Facebook and Instagram, we do a card a day. I'm going to announce that the 8-week Tarot class starts Thursday, July 6th, and it is $105. It's for 8 classes of learning and 8 classes of study. So it's every Thursday learning class, teaching, and Sunday is study class. So it's 8 weeks. The classes are recorded, so if you miss one, don't worry. You still you won't miss a step in class. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, Lisa took one of the classes. And some of the people still hang on to the friends from class and study, and that is uplifting and wonderful. You'll be able to completely read questions for yourself or for other people, friends, family, or start your own business by using the Celtic cross-spread. We function and focus mostly on yes or no questions so we can get the questions going. All right. Please email me at The Way of Positive Change if you're interested. The Way of Positive Change at Gmail. The Way of Positive Change at gmail.com. And I will send you the information and the PayPal link. You can do PayPal or Zelle. All right, perfect. I'm so excited to start class. I'm really looking forward to it. I've added a few things. Also, I have readings available this week. It's really slow this week. I had to mark off a couple of days where I was really searching for the cars and going to different dealerships and getting beaten up. I beat back yesterday. He told me I was a good fighter. All right. So you can go to thewayofpositivechange.com if you want to do a reading. There's lots of half-hour slots available. That's a good bargain. And look forward to meeting you anytime this week. All right, card of the day. One more thing. It's really important to notice the animals, our Native Americans, ancestors and friends and peoples taught us the importance of noticing our animal guides. And today I had quite a few. I had a big old possum in the backyard sneaking around this morning when I let Zinni out. And then on my big walk this morning, there were crows trying to sneak around this trash can. It was really peculiar behavior and try to get at something shiny. And then this wrapping of something. Big crows. I mean, they were huge. They might have been ravens. I don't know. They were giant. And then I had some bunnies that I walked past that just sort of froze. So it's like things not wanting to be seen, things that are sneaky. So pay attention to the animal medicine that's going on. And you can always get the Animal Speak book by Andrews. And then Farmer also does one on indigenous animals more towards the south or towards your area. Just look it up. Okay. Card of the day is the Stand Your Ground card. It's summer solstice. You'd think we'd be happy and having playful times. And this is most Southwest Floridians around here. Anywhere you went yesterday, people were watching the storm. They're like shell-shocked, PTSD, and Brett. And hopefully it will just continue to go off towards the Yucatan and it will just dissipate. And the one behind it will be a fish storm. So it's very weird to have the storm start off of the Cabo Verde Islands this early in the season. And it sort of freaked everyone out. So everyone's a little touchy, a little sensitive, but this could be you for anything that you're going through. Plus, you add that in my car shopping. I was ready to hit him. I was going to hit him or cry, one or the other, or maybe both. I don't know. I might have done the irrational bitch thing. Okay, so stand your ground. We may be a little touchy, so watch if you're that. And please also notice who is on your team, because there's a lot of different pictures in different decks where there's someone touching his shoulder like, I got you. I do have, you do have supporters, so acknowledge them and don't beat them up, okay? Don't beat people up. And just remember, if you're looking for love, nobody can come be loving on you when you're like this, because you're going to smack them in the head. So don't do that, Don't do that. You got to open to receive. All right. There's Sharon Sipe, Foggy, Terry. Oh, boy. Okay. The gang's all here. Kathy, Jabby. Yay. Okay. Jabby took the class too. All right. Let's take a look. I do not want to read on the submersible because their oxygen is getting short. They don't know how they're going to lift them up. I'm asking everyone to please send BPs, benevolent prayers, asking for assistance and healing and helping them be found. And time is of the essence. And I think that we can do them more help by far. There's Zinni photobombing me. Zinni walked through. There she goes. She was a little weirded out by the possum this morning too. So, hey, Joe Schmo. I think the Coast Guard is going to do an update on it, so we'll just sort of let them take care of that. Just please send prayers. Please send prayers. Okay. And, oh boy. Okay, Susie Buckingham. Yep, I'm sorry about that. Oof. Nope, I didn't use my cards. When you're a reader, you can do some readings for yourself, but if your emotions are heavily invested, and it's best to get someone else to take a look at it that just has an open mind. So I had Johnny read for me from Tarot's Apprentice, and he said, wait a while, wait a little while, wait a while, and then my truck book. So I had to put a $400 quick Band-Aid on it in order to get things moving. But anyway, I found them. I went by my feelings, though, and I did pick my salesman, even though the first time around with his bosses were tough. We were able to get it through. All right, let's take a look. Mystery Achiever asked the question, boy, do we have to look at Santos. He's in a fine pickle. Mystery Achiever was asking about Justice Alito. Now, I guess he went on a fishing trip with some rich dude who has, hey, Lori B. Lori B was in the class too. Hey, Rose Blue. All right, so Justice Alito went on the fishing trip with this rich guy. And then the rich guy was the leader of a hedge fund, had some court cases in front of, hey, Buka, in front of the Supreme Court. So let's just see, is Justice Alito, is he in a hot mess? Is Justice Alito in trouble? Thank you, lucky girl. There's Jabby, lucky girls, feeding that fledgling and trying to get it acclimated to go back out into the wild. Okay. So he dealt with the hedge fund guy is a bad dude. And Alito, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot more than meets the eye. So I'm going to say there were dealings. The challenge card is always the second card in the Celtic cross, and the challenge is unfair dealings, and a lot of them. Okay, and then look who's at the bottom there. Got the dump. Oh, can you guys see that? Also, I just wanted to let you know we're having a storm. So the lighting could change. I have it up as light as it can go. And if you lose me, the satellite sometimes knocks out right in the middle of it. Hopefully it's subsided quite a bit. Okay, the night that makes offers here, we partied on the fishing boat. We don't really have a card for fishing. I guess it could be any water card, technically. Here's offers that are made that makes the world go round. In their world, anyway. All right, there's the justice card and the money and another justice card. Okay, so I don't see him getting in trouble because he's backed by other people that have money, and this isn't any different than what Clarence Thomas has done. Maybe not even as personal as what Clarence Thomas has done. So I'm not seeing trouble for Justice Alito. Not right now. Nope, not right now. Okay, maybe a little bit later down the line when we catch up with all of them. Okay, if you can, there's 119 of you here. I'm so honored. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Check to see if you are. I'm so close to 10,000. I think I only need like 800 more. So help a girl out. Woohoo! I didn't even think I'd get this close. Thank you, lucky girl. All right, let's go straight to Santos. He is in a pickle. If you haven't seen Ben Meiselas if you haven't seen Midas Touch, last video on him, I'm telling you, the judge is going to unseal the people who paid bond for the suretors who paid for Santos to get out. Crazy man. And so Santos has been fighting and his lawyer's been delaying, and they got a delay and then it stayed, and now it's back up, and they're going to reveal the names tomorrow at noon. And Santos is saying, no, please don't do that. Please don't do that. I'd rather go back to jail than have the suretors' names released, because they would need protection, and they might lose their job, or some terrible thing could befall them, or they could be trolled or whatever. And I'll go back to jail. I'll go back. And so he's being very dramatic, and the judge is saying, okay, go back. Pay the suretors their money back. Pay them back their bail money, and you go back to jail. I'll make that deal with you. So let's see. Is Santos going back to jail? No. You don't wish jail on anyone, because we don't want karmic. You know what? We don't want it. We do not want it. All right. So is Santos he's not going to pay the people back. Is he going to go to jail? Is Santos going to jail to protect the people that paid his bond? I think there's 3 of them. I think one of them is Marjorie Taylor Greene, Kevin McCarthy. I think they put a fund together. Jim Jordan. 3 Stooges. Okay. We know it wasn't Boebert. She broke. She broke. Okay. Is Santos going to jail rather than release the bond people, the suretors' names? Will he go back to jail? Will he go to jail? There isn't any new pretties behind me, Foggy. I don't know. I got pretties behind me, but there isn't anything new. Okay, he doesn't have the money. He doesn't have the money. He might try to get it from someone else. he never follows through with anything. He's just always playing the shell game. And he'll just do or say anything to get away from anyone or anything. All right. In his mind, does he think maybe I'd like to do the right thing here? Well, it may just flitter in there for a second, half a second. He will try to get the money. He will try. He's going to try to get it. He'll rob from Peter to pay Paul, or whatever he's going to try to do. Okay. He's going to try to get the money somehow. He's going to try to protect him and get the money. I don't see him going back to jail. I don't have jail here. It could come so close that he may try to go to a courtroom or a special room, and there may even be a bailiff or a policeman there, or somebody dressed in uniform. But I think he's just going to try to get the money, to pay the people back that paid his bail, and he's going to try to file another form to delay another day. So let's just see what happens. Let's see. All right. I don't know. I think he can still vote in jail. Even if he goes there, I think he can still vote, right? Hey, Healer Jules. Hi, T-Barb. All right, let's see. What happens to George Santos, or whatever his name is? Does he end up going to jail, or do the people get paid so he can block their names? What happens? Show us what happens. It's going to come close. They're going to tell him you could go behind these bars and wishing there was something else you could start. There's the jail card. He's thinking, God, I don't want to do that. Woo! Coming up. News quickly. The gig is up. Money. This could get really close. I mean, it could get really close. I think there's going to be more money in to come pay the people off. I don't know where these funds are going to come from, but I think they're going to be able to come up with the money. That's my best guess here. They try to make this all come. Let me ask this a different way. Let me ask if the names will be revealed. Will the sureter names be revealed? Thank you, Terry. Will the names of the people who paid for George Santos' bail, will they be revealed? Hi, Tony. Happy summer solstice. Everyone say hi to Tony from Shining Hawk. Oop. I'm going to say that at least one of them will be, because the sun came out, okay? So I'm just going to go with this. I don't even think we need to do a whole Celtic cross when we get a jumper. Okay, thanks, lucky girl. We hope your fledgling baby Robin's doing good. So they are going to get the name somehow. At least one of them is going to come out. Okay, let's look to see what's next. Okay, DeSantis. He is doing manipulative money maneuvers. Can you say that 3 times fast? Okay, manipulative money maneuvers with his CPAC from state, hi Linda Bishop, from state money, from a state PAC to his presidential PAC, which is, you're not supposed to combine the two or move it. So let's first see if he's in trouble for that. He's getting called out for that. Did you see the poll? We asked in the last reading if his numbers would go down, and it said that he wouldn't drop quite yet, but then maybe a little bit later on. So he didn't drop right now, but I believe he will. But let's see. Okay, DeSantis, is he going to get in trouble for moving money around from PAC to PAC? Oh, Shining Hawk Healing's Oracle cards are beautiful. Okay. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis running for president. Will he get in trouble for his money maneuvers from PAC to PAC? Okay, so here he's doing the money wand dance. Okay, they will pause and look at this. Okay, shell game. So he said, don't look over here, don't look. Okay. All right. Whoa, okay, so he comes up against the emperor. So there's a group in particular that looks at and uncovers election monies, fraudulent moves and gatherings like that, uncovers manipulations. Okay, so he gets away with it right here, and then he meets up with the emperor. He's hoping he's okay. They're going to see that he's working on this, and they're going to start monitoring him more closely. He's worked very hard at covering his tracks. He will be seen as the devil in the eighth house. When we learn the Celtic cross, the eighth house is how we're seen. Okay, so this is how Satan will be seen, as the devil. The devil. Okay. All right. So that says that he's working really hard. But then, do they uncover it? Does he get in trouble? They're looking at what he's doing. Yeah. He won't be able to continue it. So, and it's, the eclipse is on top of it. So they're looking. They got their binoculars out. They got their spectaculars on. All right. White rubber boots are expensive. He's in so much trouble for Florida. He's just, listen, I can't even tell you how much PTSD is going on here. Anywhere you walked into yesterday, when all eyes were on those storms going by the Leeward Islands, all eyes were on them, because that was the track that Ian took, and Charlie. Irma, I think, went above Cuba. The other two went underneath Dominican Republic, the two big ones, and then came up right over Cuba. Came right up to Southwest Florida. Hi, Becca. How you doing? I got my car. I got my new used car, new to me. Right? I got a Kia Sorento. It's big. It's pretty big. It's bigger than I thought. All right, so let's take another look at, all right, Gavin Newsom says he's going to be serving up some problems for DeSantis because of the migrants that he's been shipping around. Thank you, Becca. I went over to my son's house and we put the car seat in there for my granddaughter and doing my grandson, and then we made big ass margaritas. We each had a really big one. It was great. I was exhausted. Okay, it took all day. Again. All right, so Newsom says DeSantis is going to get in trouble for shipping migrants, and he wants to have him charged with kidnapping. So, migrant people. All right, so let's see. Does DeSantis get in trouble for the shipping of migrant people that didn't even come in Florida? Hey, LEP. DeSantis, does he get in trouble? DeSatan, does he get in trouble for the shipping of migrant people up to other states? Texas-sized margaritas. It was a big margarita. Okay. I was texting Freddie and Patricia Todd while I was at the dealership waiting for them to come back and forth to say, okay, we'll give you this if you do this, whatever, this much for my truck or whatever. And they were really helping me stay focused. I'm like, and they were saying, you're going to party, you're partying. You need a stiff drink. Oh my God. All right. Whoa. Okay. Tracing the money for shipping the people, for his plans and his manipulative maneuvers, controlling measures that he did. And I think this leads to and begins this downfall. So watch him with these cases of the ones that he sent up to Martha's Vineyard and the one that he sent over to California that came from Texas. How do they even do that? The outside of my Kia Sorento is a steel gray. It almost has like a little teeny blue tint to it, and it's black on the inside. Okay, so I think this is what signals a change for DeSantis. So keep your eyes on that. He's all right. So I think he gets in trouble for that. The money. I think where the funding came from, because the Knight of Pentacles, which is a travel card and a money card, was on its side, and that was the challenge. Yes, we're paying for him. Okay, shenanigans. Okay, but let's take a look at DeSantis' next few months. Okay, because Trump is in trouble, so we're gonna look at him too. But I want to go ahead and take a look at DeSantis' numbers. Does he start to sink? Does he start getting into trouble? Let's give him a bell ring. Put his head in there. Okay. It could fit. It's that tiny. It could fit. Okay, here we go. Does Satan get in trouble? Oops. Let's put him back. Let's try again. 4 cups. He's got an attitude. He's got a big attitude. He's very dissatisfied with something. Very dissatisfied. Upset. Does he get in trouble? Does his numbers start to sink? Does he start to fall in the next couple months? Okay. Environmental. Oh God, I hate to think about that. Maybe this could be, this can be shipping, and this could be mothers and children because of the wee ones in here. So I'm gonna go with that. He's gonna be regretting and wishing upon a star that he didn't do that. I'm a wishing and a wishing. All right, yep. He's stuck from something he did in the past. I think that's at the travel. He thinks he can get out of it. So I think he gets into some trouble with that, and then he may come back up. There are still people really trying to pay his way and trying to restore the balance after he takes a dip. Oh man, it looks like he's going to step in his own you-know-what again and have another trouble. So he's going to be seen as doing something very foolish, taking a chance. He may have already done this, and it just is revealed as a sheer stupidity. But I think he takes a tumble with these 3 here. This is a very good card, but I think they try to balance it up. So sending the migrants, I think he gets in trouble for that because there were children involved, mothers and children involved. They tried to bring the balance, bring the money, but then just some of the stuff that he did was just out of bounds, stupid. So I think he starts to fall. Okay, because the Fool card doesn't mean you're going to the top, not when the tower's underneath it. Okay, so we'll just have to remember that. All right, now. Okay, Judge Aileen Cannon has picked a trial date for, what day is it? Was it August 14th? Do you remember? all of the videos that we did where we kept getting the strength card and the hermit card, which is the time of Leo, which is the end of July, through August, and then the end of August through Virgo with the hermit card, end of August through September. So this is when we've seen all along, those cards just kept popping out consistently. So we know that's real. The time frame there is where you know what hits the fan. Okay, so let's see. I want to see if Judge Aileen Cannon, did she pick the 14th of August? Let's see. Is she going to be able, will Judge Aileen Cannon, who's over the Trump trial, will she be able to successfully delay? Will she be able to successfully put in some delay tactics? Let's just see if she feels successful with that, if she'll get away with that. Some delay maneuvers. Let's just see if she'll get away with that. She thinks she can. She's going to try it. She's going to try. I think she's already promised someone that she would try. It's deceptive beginnings. It's the Bill Barr card, the moon card. We're going to look at him. I turned up all the lights and now it's so bright. Yep, she's successful so far here. There's a lot of people behind her. She's trying to save the day. I think she is successful with one delay tactic, and then they're coming after her, and we'll have a meeting in a very special building or courthouse to try to either get her removed or combat her maneuver. So that's what I'm getting for that. Okay, because that's very clear to me. They come at her, they rush and say, oh, wait a second, you can't do that, you can't delay, and then we want a meeting. We want a meeting, and we're gonna get you, Cannon. Okay. Okay, and then we did, when I did 4 Celtic crosses on her, either the last video or the last live before, second to the last live before that, and we saw a man there along with her. So she's not in this all by herself, and that's probably the one who issued that warrant, shared, whatever his name is, the one that issued the, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, she's not in this by herself. Okay, it could be Becca. Okay, Rose. Thank you, Rose Blue. That's very sweet of you. You bet she leaves early. Let's see. All right, let's just see. Does she leave early? Let's just see. Does she stay the whole trial? Does Judge Aileen Cannon get to stay the whole trial? Does she successfully get to stay the whole trial? All right, it is a man. Okay. This is all up in the air. There are people looking at this because they know she's cray. They want her out. They don't want her there. They're going to try to find something, examine things, turn over every couch cushion. There's the Emperor. She's coming up to the Emperor. She's going to, they want her out. They want her out. She's going to try. She got card of the day. Will it work? I think she meets up with trouble. This is changes of fortune, and it's flanked by negative cards. So I'm going to say, because this is usually always a very positive card, but when it's flanked by all of these, this is a change in her status. So I think she either gets pulled back, demoted, pulled down, maybe not necessarily out, but perhaps he takes over. So I'm not quite sure how all that works, but this is a definite change. You know, there's there's a fork in the road, and you gotta take it. She's not going to be able to continue at the place where she is, that she holds currently. It changes. Okay. All right. She should have stuck with yoga. I love yoga. I need to do some yoga. I've been missing going to these car places. What a lesson in life this has been for me. And I'm you guys, I'm so naive. I'm just like you guys. I always think people are trying to do the best. They're just not. They're not. My guides really gave me opened a can of whoop ass on my head. And one dream in particular, I was reminded of a maneuver of a very bad person in my life. And they were like, there are people like this, Lord. You have to understand. You have to understand. Okay. All right. So Santos, he's in a big fat pickle. He is, if you're just joining us, we read on him, he's in trouble. He's going to have to try to come up with the money. The 3 names of the people who paid his bail money are going to be released tomorrow by the judge. And she said, she's pulling his bluff. She said, we'll send you back to jail and you can pay them back the surety money, the suretors, whatever, however you say that. And he's like, hamana. He's out of there, man. He's in so much trouble. Someone's going to try to come up with the money to give it to him to pay the people back. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Now, my friend Linda wanted me to read on Miami Mayor Francis Suarez. Okay. Is he a dark horse in this race for president? He's thrown his hat into the ring. Miami's mayor. Just look at all these Florida people. I mean, technically, even Pence is sort of a Florida person because he lives on Sanibel, which has been just pulverized by Ian. He's unhinged. He is. All right. I believe he is Republican. Yes, Roxanne. All right. And he's Miami's mayor, Francis Suarez. This is from my friend Linda, who lives in Punta Gorda. All right. How is he going to do in this race for president? Miami Mayor Francis Suarez. How's he going to do overall? You guys are funny. Okay. All right. Okay. He has, I think his dad was a mayor too, or some other bigwig. So he's got a lot of help from his friends. Okay. He's got a good history, help with his friends. Somebody's coming after him. I wonder if this is DeSantis. Are coming after him. And he will not attack Trump. He will not say bad things because he's afraid. He has some fear. He's carrying a baton over here, but the devil's at the top. So he's got restraint. It's hard for him to move forward. He's changeable. He's going to change up his story. Watch him. He's trying to hold more meetings. He has a secret that he does not want revealed. Fundraising. All right, so he's a small fish. There could be trouble with a younger person around him. Watch for that. Watch the gossip. There's a problem here with a younger person around him. There's a story coming out right here. Someone that's trying to control him or control with money. So his so the outcome is the Page of Cups with the Knight of Wands. So there isn't good stability here. There's some ground, but I don't think he's going to do that great. He'll do okay for now. Yeah, RFK. Let's read about him too, because my son was saying, do you like him? I'm like, no, he's an anti-vaxxer and he's cray. He's cray. Okay. But he's been on Joe Rogan. And okay, so let's read on him. RFK. How's he going to do in the polls? RFK. Thanks, Becca, for reminding me. Big step. Oh, boy. Okay. Bannon and Stone. Okay. He's been rash. He's full of conflict. Small starts. He doesn't have the money. They're trying. There's people trying to help him. He's full of conflict, and there's more things coming out about him, and it's hard for him. Look for something comes out for him also during the time of Virgo, so late August into September, with the Virgo card at the top here. He just doesn't have it to do this. He doesn't have it. He's in the dark. All right, and speaking of the dark and the moon, we want to read on Bill Barr. Why is he like all of a sudden? What's going on? We know he's a slimy snake, Talk about the animal magic I saw this morning with the crow and the possum. Come on. I mean, he is a slithering, slimy snake, Bill Barr. But what is he getting out of this? Why is he all of a sudden going on the talk shows, making the circuit, talking bad about Trump? Why? What is he getting? What is he trying to cover up? What's he doing? He's so smelly. He smells so bad. And he was the last one in to see Epstein. And he knows it was his dad that hired Epstein at that school. I mean, he's just got his hands all over this Epstein thing, And now the bank money's coming out for the Mr. Epps victims. And there's more to come. And the CEO of Chase was in the hot tub. I mean, it's just getting bad. Okay, so there's something coming out that we're going to get information about quickly. He's upside down. He's sacrificing information maybe so that Trump can't get in there. There's money, of course. Who he took money to, he's going to have some serious troubles. He is very concerned that money trails are going to come out. He's very concerned, and he thinks maybe if he goes and blows the whistle on Trump, he'll be seen in a better light, like he's trying to get us to a better place, which isn't. So let's just see what happens to him. I don't think let's see what happens with him. Oh, good. I didn't even know that was going on, Becca. Thanks for that. Durham congressional hearing. He got raked over the coals. Good. All right. So what happens then to Bill Barr? Is he something really big coming out? Is he going down? Bill Barr, ex-attorney general, Trump's lackey. Barr, Lion Bill Barr. We got the moon card when we did Other people said, oh, he's going to be good. He was good before. No, our guides and angels gave us the moon card right away when we asked about the true moral character of Bill Barr. And it's been his card forevermore. There's still cover up with the travel and the younger people that were involved on the other side of this. I feel that he's got those. He's got the book. Announcements are made. There's legal decisions. He's in trouble. He's gonna. And there's more stuff with Pootie. So watch for him. His circumstances change. I think he's in trouble with connection to the Poot Star. Okay, so, and I also think there's some other announcements coming up further on down the line about the Epps stuff, but there's Russia involvement and oligarch involvement coming up here very quickly. So listen for that, because this page is announcing it. I mean, it shouldn't take very long. With these two in the Celtic Cross, it shouldn't take very long for this to come out. So he's trying to be seen as a good guy. He's trying to paint himself as a good guy before the you-know-what hits the fan. Okay. All right, so we read on DeSantis Super PAC, Alito, George Santos, Barr. Oh, Rabin 916 asked, Australians are trying and calling on the Australian government to ban Donald Trump Jr. from going there for a rally with, what's that dude? Nigel Farage. They're afraid that this is going to activate anti-LGBTQ rhetoric and people who are anti-Semitic and encourage hate groups and racism. So let's see, will Don Jr. be able to go to Australia or not? It's causing a big problem. Will Don Jr. be able to join Nigel Farage? Am I saying his name right? Will Don Jr. be successful going to Australia? Yes or no? Farage, yes. Farage. I don't know how to say his name. Big step. Forgive me. Farage. Okay, they are trying. There are groups getting together saying, no, we do not want you here. We don't want your negative speech. We don't want your sniffiness. We don't want any of that here. He's unhinged. They're afraid of his devil tongue, the money. They don't want him. They don't want him. They don't want him. It causes conflict. They may be able to, if they don't keep him from going there, he will be met with conflict and dissatisfaction and protests. And this is, they're going to tell him, please don't come here. So he can, I think he can still go, but it's going to be, they're going to ask him, please don't do this. Please don't come here. We don't want you. So maybe his feelings are hurt. If he does end up going, I think he can still go because of this Knight of Pentacles. But if he does go, it isn't going to be good. It isn't going to be good for him at all. Okay. So he's walking into a hornet's nest there, murder hornets, for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so we asked that. Those were questions on the community page. How about this No Labels group that people like the Cinema and Mansion, and it's funded by Harlan Crow, Clarence Thomas's buddy bud, ex-Governor Larry Hogan. Will the No Labels party grow and be successful? The No Labels grow? No labels. Australia will make it difficult for John Jr. if he goes. They're going to make it difficult for him. All right, No Labels Group is fighting. They can't go forward. They're sort of stuck. They're trying to gather momentum and money. They're fearful. They don't know what, I mean, other people are afraid, like, what are you doing? This is going to create havoc. I mean, what are you doing? You're going to almost assure that Trump can go forward. Money, they're not out, they're not being blown out of the water yet. They're still in here. Thank you so much, Terry Solares, for writing out the questions. They still have hope that they can get some things together, some cash together here. Boy, that's not, I didn't want to see that. That isn't good. No Labels, Bill Barr, Mayor Francis Suarez. Okay. I think that's all my questions. Let me look at the community page. Mr. Achiever wants me to look at events in the United States through the end of July. All right, we'll take a look at that. We asked about Judge Cannon from Dr. Nancy. We asked about Alito from Mr. Achiever. All right, Mr. Achiever wants to know, take a look at the next 5 or 6 weeks for events in the United States. That's what, hey, Azalea, that would be all of last week of June, all of July, first week of August, right? Next 6 weeks. Events in the United States for the next 6 weeks. Money and power. Oops, and some people that have the money will not have the power. So we're going to see a financial institution or a wealthy person being turned on their side, okay, losing power. So that is good. And that brings change. So some people that are up on top of that money wheel start to come down because there are activists and groups. Oh, that reminds me, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, it's the that global movement from Paris. Look for them. Billie Eilish it's for global warming, environmental help, and money to raise awareness and to help poorer countries. Help everybody get on the climate control. It's activists in Paris, Billie Eilish, a whole bunch of famous people are going to be there singing, performers. So if anybody else knows about it, put it in the comments. The reggae dude, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but it's 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time from the Paris. It's a big event. Okay, so there's going to be an issue and power struggles with religious evangelical groups. Someone's going to jail. So I'm going to say there's another indictment. Things really start to change. The people that have been up at the top are not up at the top anymore. They start to go down. Associations. We've got a couple of the cards here that were linked to Satan. Some of his shipping of the immigrants. And the people that had some power. People, like Bannon, and they're just they're going to have some problems. So try to work things out. I'm also going to say maybe something with Flynn here, something with families and the evangelical vote. This is going to be a Christian thing that they try to move up. The rights for families, things going better for families. Let me look at one more spread. Thank you, Sharon Sleip. Yep, you guys, I have readings available this week, even tomorrow. thewayofpositivechange.com if you want to do reading. Half-hour readings are good. I can go through your 12-house astrological read, look to see what's coming up for you for the next year, and then you ask questions. And email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail if you want to do the 8-week tarot course that begins on Thursday, July 6th, and I'll send you the information. thewayofpositivechange@gmail. All right. So regular Americans, how do we do the next 6 weeks? How do we do? Harry Styles will be there. Lenny Kravitz. Okay, so Lenny Kravitz, Billie Eilish, that's blockbuster stuff right there. Her will be there. Lots of performers and speakers. It's going to be a huge thing at 2 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. And I think you can see it on Apple too. Do your research, find out. I don't have the name of it. I wrote it down on a piece of paper, and of course I left it in the other room. Okay, it's like all about climate control and helping other countries and the allocation of funds to help everybody get on board. And for people to recover that have been through horrific climate situations. Like the people in Sanibel and Fort Myers Beach. There's people, listen, the 5 buildings of the school by me are all still tarped. We're still tarped. There's stuff. Just Satan didn't, it's just, we're not going there. Okay. All right, so again, so there will be some financial issues, but we're okay. But I think there's some big money things that are going to start to tumble. I'm really starting to see maybe where that Uranus and Taurus is really starting to hit the fan, and some bigwigs are, there's justice, and it's revealed, and it's good news, and we may feel, like the Bill Barrs have gotten away with things, and it causes us some heartache. But then there's some, I think we have some enlightenment to this, and we didn't know how bad some things were. So it's hard to hear. So we all have to band together so that we don't feel separate. And then there's somebody that we've helped or somebody we worked with closely that betrays us. I've been seeing that for quite some time. I think that comes to light as well. But there's information coming quickly with this. Okay. All right. Now, how about just you and I for this week? How about let's just hang on to this week. Please hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here, please. I'm almost at 10,000. Woohoo! I'm almost there. Since October, it's been a while. It's been a while. So, and please send benevolent prayers and assistance, and asking your guardian angels and all assistant, healthy, loving beings to assist in bringing that submersion vehicle up to the top. All right, what do you and I need to know? Summer solstice, revel in the light. What do you and I need to know for summer solstice this week? Celebrate. I got my car. If you're just joining us, I got a new used car. It's big. Holds a lot of people. It's a Kia Sorento. Hey, Johnny. How you doing? All right. Hey, Healer Jules. Send me an email if you want to do class. We need a certain amount of people to gel it together. So the way of positive change at Gmail. All right, get your plans together. Summer travel, family travel. What do we need? We need to address that we need travel money for later, for the holidays, and maybe even for July 4th and some other, and Labor Day before we get there. So let's make some plans. Okay, who are we going to get with? Let's take a look at what we need to look at. Action is required to make these things happen. Where are we going? Who are we going to be with? Who do we need to talk to? Who do we need to call to talk to about making some arrangements of getting together? Who do we need to call? And it's not Ghostbusters. It's not that. Okay. Let's eat, drink, and be merry. Call some friends and family, get together, make plans, take it easy. Oh, I like these cards. Pay attention to the littles and the nature's critters. Okay, pay attention to the littles. All right, and then more. There's some card travel here. Victory. Look your best. Dress for success. No matter where you're going to celebrate this week, or to go have lunch or dinner, or to go have a brewski with somebody. This is get moving. This is get moving and make these unions happen. Let's get together with people. Let's go places. Let's get in the car and go places. Let's get on the phone and plan some trips. Okay. And this is the Cancer card. That's where we're going. That's where we're headed to, is the time of Cancer. And dress for success, because you never know who you're going to run into. Okay, this is a big dress for success card. All right, so don't go in your sweats. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, all right, and make these plans. Get on the phone. Stop sitting there by yourself. Get on the phone and make these things happen. Let's get together. Other people need you. You need them. We need each other. You can't just give, and then not receive. It's like exhaling and not inhaling. You do allow other people to give to you, but sometimes we have to take the initiative to make the call. Okay? All right. All right, you guys, that does it. Come on, you can find something in that wardrobe, Kelly. You can find it. All right. Listen, I found one of the brightest, most beautiful, sexiest red dresses that I ended up wearing to a wedding at Goodwill. I think I paid $5.60 for it. One of the prettiest dresses I've ever had. Don't give up. Dress for success. Okay? All right, you guys. I'm thinking I'll be back here Friday. That's my plans. We'll see. If not, I'll let you know. So watch the community board, and thank you for your questions. And T-Bar, Terry Solaris, thank you so much. Bye, Johnny. Bye, Becca. Bye, Lucky Girl. All right, you guys. Take care. See you next time.